entire plan and then changing it at the last minute. All right, this will be, I guess, the first video in this trip. I plan on recording whatever I can over this weekend. Again, to sum up, this is a Kansas trip. I'm not going into too many details. I have been invited and have signed up going to somewhere in Kansas, a small town in Kansas that I don't want to say the name of for privacy concerns. I don't live there, but somebody does, and they've opened up their property to us. There's like 40 or 50 people going, which is far more than the guy was saying. He was like, oh yeah, we get a bunch of people who sign up at first, and then as time goes on, they cancel. Technically, there's still a day left, unless they wait until the very last minute and then go, oh, I'm canceling now. But as of the sign-up sheet right now, there's still a good amount of people going to be there, which is cool. But it's just, they own a couple acres, get plenty of birds. This will be a great weekend to go do that. Planning everything out now. I leave bright and early tomorrow morning, so I'm trying to get fully packed now here on Thursday. Oh, this means I've got camera equipment getting ready. Don't think I'm going to need the battery bank. But yes, a bag of camera stuff and a bag of camera stuff, and then a camera case. And this is what I was planning to do, was take this camera. The Sony, as we typically do with the 200 to 600 and an extender, right? Classic. Been using it for years now, doing this. And that was going to be my only one, and I was going to bring a second camera, which is the landscape. And I thought about it and went, do I really need to be doing that? How much landscape do I need to be bringing and doing? We're just going to be, like, my plan is to leave tomorrow morning and make a bunch of stops along the way and record throughout all this. We'll have plenty of stuff coming out of it, of just stopping at all these places that I never make it to on the drive from Colorado to Kansas. And so I'll do a lot of walking, and I'll do a lot of picture taking, and get everything there, and then get set up. And Saturday is pretty much all day. All day, just bring out a camping chair, sit there, cooler with some drinks. That's the whole plan. Sit and watch birds all day. So if you're going to be doing that, I talked about last time I was here in the closet that I got a new tripod in order to put the gimbal mount on it and have all of that. That's going to be good, and I'm still thinking that 200 to 600 Sony will be the main camera, but I'm bringing another camera with a lens that I'm probably not going to wind up taking landscape photos all day. So why don't I bring my other lens? Why don't I bring the Canon 300mm f2.8? I can put the extender. I don't really plan on using it that much, but like if something is close enough, because from what I understand, there's going to be plenty of opportunity where we could set up like close enough to trees and watch birds. Why not? So that's the whole plan going out the window, essentially. Like, it's still going to be there. I'm still going to bring technically 3 cameras, because if I have an opportunity to do any video stuff, I'm bringing the Sony that I use for video. And then I'll bring the Sony that I use to take bird photos, and then the other one that I use for landscape or whatever I feel like. And I'll bring that lens as it is, but I'll just bring an adapter and bring the Canon and set that one up. It should work just fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. It adds more for me to carry and more for me to take, which is not exactly what I was planning to do, but it'll be fine. I can do it. I can get everything set up. It should work on the tripod okay. I would rather have a gimbal for that as well, to be honest with you, given that it has got some heft to it. It's about equal with the Sony, just kind of picking up and gauging whether or not that works. But yeah, I think that's going to be the plan.
Good morning. It is just after 7 a.m. on Friday. We are on the interstate. Yay, my favorite time of day in driving. The time of day is fine. I wanted to leave earlier to avoid this, and I could have gone back roads, as I have done all the times in the past, to our first destination, which is Rocky Mountain Arsenal. Is it Rocky Mountain National? No, I think it's just Rocky Mountain Arsenal. But I figured this would happen, and that's fine. It shows yellow on the route now, and we are coming to a stop. Yeah, this happens. It's not my favorite drive ever, as far as this goes. I don't like cars on either side of me. I'm sure I've said that before somewhere along the way. Never been my favorite. Hey, there's another Audi in front of us, a Q3. I wonder what year it is. It looks very similar to what I have. Neat. My only concern with doing this is I have to keep watching for the toll roads. Because it did tell me when it rerouted me, it was like, oh, hey, get off here. And I went, no, I don't think so. I have multiple maps going and double checking against the one that is live with traffic. Because the only downside, as I figured out, to this car is that what's built in needs updating. And I tried to update it, and it was like, well, there's no updates. Like, you are joking if you are telling me that the only way to update the maps information is with a paid subscription, which doesn't seem to be the case because there is a toggle for update the maps with live info. So I certainly thought that's what it was going to do. I had to download the app and get all the things. Hey, look, another Audi. But that one is a sports car. Fun. Anyway, when I put it onto the maps from my phone, it doesn't put it on both screens. So I just get a compass on the main one. And then, or on my dash one, as opposed to the infotainment one, which is not exactly what I want to do. But anyway, there are toll roads. I know I've never gone on them. I don't know if I could go on one because I don't technically have a license plate yet. I'm still on the paper tag from the dealership. And I don't know how they would do that. But boy, I bet they'd find a way to charge me because when my license plate got stolen a couple years ago, somebody took it through the toll roads, and then I went, hey, when they sent me a bill, I simply wrote back and went, so that's not me. That's not my, that was not my car. Here's a police report saying it was stolen. And they went, yeah, but technically your police report is a day after this occurred, so this is you and you're covering it. Like, if you have the ability to track the license plates of what's doing it, you must have cameras, so you must be able to see that it's not the same car that I have, unless the thief specifically went out of their way to steal the exact same Mitsubishi make and model and color as license plate, in which case, yeah, I guess that fine, you can't prove it. Anyway, that was a hassle. So is driving like this. But I don't think we'll be doing the toll roads. We better not be, because that's certainly not what I want. And I put it in here saying avoid the toll roads and we'll be fine. I was certainly hoping by 7:15 to be on the other side of this, to be at Rocky Mountain Arsenal and to be letting traffic, here in the morning kind of go through and then be on the other side to get going there. But I didn't get up quite as early as I wanted to. I was not feeling 100% when I woke up at 5 and went, nah, let's snooze a couple times, and didn't actually get out of bed until 5:30. So, between all of that and getting on the road, it took a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. That's fine. We've got plenty of time today. I don't think I have to be there quite as early as I thought I was going to have to be there, and I'm just trying to get through this part. I hope this is the worst part of the drive, because I really don't enjoy interstate traffic with all the cars and all the lanes. Oh, I did learn a fun thing about my car. It's got a, hey, you just got cut off indicator. That is the little warning light that's like, you're too close to the car ahead of you based on your speed and everything. And I go, yeah, I know. I'm aware. There's not much I can do about it, thank you, but okay. It justifies, I guess, what I've certainly been feeling, which is when someone gets real close in front of me at speeds. I'm like, that seems a little too close. Yes, it is. All right, I have to get over here and start making my way. No one there. We'll check in next time at our next stop, which will be the first bird location, Rocky Mountain Arsenal. And I continue straight, left. What am I doing here? I don't think I would go there. Oh, I think you wanted me to go there. Yep, that was too... shoot. Well, already just gonna keep going. Yep, definitely all the maps wanted me to go that way. Shoot. It was fine. Not the most ideal, I'm sure, for where we're going, but basically... missed that 271, which I don't know where that interstate would have taken me around to get to the other side of it. Whatever. Either way, it kept going and put us on the 70, which I already looked and know. 70 is the way we're going to be going the whole way. I believe second stop is Lyman. That's probably how you pronounce that, because it's like lemon, but with an I. So I'm going to say Lyman. Could be wrong. Would not be the first time I mispronounced the name of a street, place, city, town, quest, thing. And here we are, off the highway, off the stress, ready to walk around for a little bit. This is going to break up the trip nicely. Our next stop is a good distance away. I don't know how far. I will have to check on the next, whatever, the map. The trip, am I stupid or did Google change something? Oh, what are you looking at? That guy had binoculars. What are you looking at? You looking in the tree? Is there something there? I'm not going on the full wildlife drive or anything. I did not. Okay, here's the visitor center. I think I should have turned there. Or do you pull off here? Wait. It's been a bit since I've been here. Let me try to remember. This is the visitor center up ahead where I'm going to turn around. Unless I can continue going. Wildlife drive is to the right. Okay, that is what I want to do. I want to go on the drive a little bit. Whoop. That was real faded. I don't think that's a stop anymore. Hope not. Wildlife drive. Yeah, I think if I'd stayed to the right. Yeah, this connects back around. I see what's going on here. Okay. Well, yes. I'm going to go to the spot that I've been to before, which is further down along the wildlife drive. We're going to stop there. That's our first step. Sun is back behind clouds, but I don't think there was a bit of rain this morning. There's not too much now. I mean, there's no rain now or anything, so that's good. Anyway, I don't know if I'm stupid or if Google Maps changed something because I can't remember the last time I did it necessarily. I know when we moved in 2020, almost 6 full years ago, there was a way that you could plan a trip specifically. And it was like, here's stop A, here's stop B, here's stop, and like you were on the trip. And as you stopped in each place, you went, okay, ready for the next destination. I know that's a thing. And I know you could do it. And I feel like we were trying to do that not that long ago when we were like planning a day out of, all right, let's go here, here, and here. And we played it. I can't figure out how to do it anymore. And I don't understand if it changed, if they removed it, or if I'm just stupid and I don't have the option to start one. I was trying to do it on the computer. That's not nearly as bad. I like this car. This first cattle guard I've driven over in this car. Anyway, I was trying to do it on the computer and then transfer it to my phone, which they have an option for be like, send this to your phone. But it was like sharing a directions, like here are the stops and you can do these things, and you save them and you email them to someone else, and then they pull them up and go, okay, cool, here's the different stops. But it's just like a collection of stops. It is not a, okay, now I'm ready to start this trip, take me from point A to point B. I don't know. I'm going to try here in a minute. I have to pull out the phones and get everything going and see. Because I would really prefer that. I have it mapped out. Everything's there. I really would like to just be able to go, okay, I'm on the trip. Take me to my next destination and just automatically get directions for each place as we go. That is kind of my ideal situation there. Is that going to happen? I don't know. But it's okay. We're almost to the spot up here with the water where I believe there's a parking lot, and I'll pull off. I'll take out the cameras. We'll start getting, vest up, get ready to go. We're just going to do a little bit here, especially since it's already 7:37. Archery that way, which is not where we want to go, or that way. We want to go straight. Pretty out. I'll tell you that. Bit of the clouds as we go through. This is nice. See what we can see here for a little bit. I'm kind of thinking that's a good way to break it up. A 6-hour drive, more like a 9 to 10-hour drive. We might shorten it, might lengthen it. We'll see how it goes as we go. I'm not making any hard plans. I'm simply kind of going to stop and look here. This is water here. And then there's another place further on that I know is also equally good that I can get to before it becomes the one-way only and I can't turn around and come back. Because that's not my plan. I don't want to do the full drive. That takes like 30-45 minutes. So I'm just gonna stop here. We're gonna start it here. We'll end it at the other location. We'll be fine. All right, time to bust out the binoculars and the cameras and the apps and the everything and try to have a good time. Got the car pretty well packed. Ow, my head. It opens automatically to like just low enough that I bonk my head right on this every time. But it can go higher, which is annoying. Anyway, I think I packed the car up pretty well. Some suitcases, camera cases, tripod, bags, stuff like that. Got all kinds of things. Oh, over around here, got another camera bag with all the things I'll need for the trip as far as I can tell. A bag of snacks and water for when I get there, realistically. I think my water will be fine, but if I really need cold water for lunch or something and my bottles are no longer cold, I'll do that, but it should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting stuff ready. Extra shoes. I didn't really plan for a place for this thing to go. I'll just stick you there. Nope. It doesn't. How about that? All right. First things first. Should take the hat off. Why did that shut off? There's the grebe. Tucked down into the edges so you can't really see it. Okay. Or not. Oops. Got our red-winged blackbird count significantly. I was gonna get my mic, that's what I was doing. Alright. Not gonna be here too much longer. We're just gonna come up, take a look. There goes a flicker. I can add that to the list. Flicker, more mourning doves, lots of red-winged blackbirds. Lots and lots of those. Couldn't tell what that was. And then here's the parking. And some people with a scope or a camera. I can't tell. One or the other. That is a scope. They're checking out the birds too. Pretty cool. Oh, you're a little bitty sparrow of some kind. Okay. Since there's people over there, probably won't get too much video. I thought I just undid this and actually put it through this way. Nice. Update with what I just saw here. Going on probably a half hour. Mike's down there. That doesn't make any sense. We saw a flicker. We saw another mourning dove. That puts us up to 3 because there was a pair of them before. And then probably red-winged blackbirds. That's got to be like 50 at this point. They were all over. Excellent. 37 minutes. Yep, I'm only going to be here for a little bit longer. I'm basically going to go look at the water, see what's there, and then get back in the car and call it so we can get to our next location. Because I was only looking to spend 30 minutes to an hour at each place. So, that's what I'm going to do. It's a good start to the day. Okay. One moment. Actually, you can still hear me. I'm just looking at my back, which is not ideal. There we go. Pretty good start to the day. Right there at the end. Is there anything else? I couldn't identify the sparrow here. Might be a house sparrow. Let's see if you poke your head back up again. Oh, I can see it in the grass. But yellow beak. Not a sparrow, that's a starling. That makes sense. All right, so where does that put us at? 21 species so far. Excellent. Pretty good start. Here at Rocky Mountain. The big one there, canvasback. Had never seen a canvasback before. All right, that was almost an hour. All right, we really got to get going now. That was not quite how long as I thought I was going to spend here. I don't know if I'm going to make it to all the stops. I think it was like 7 along the way. That might be a bit ambitious. We might be cutting some from there, but let's see. Our next stop, I believe, is the longest trip between stops. So I'm going to put on a particular playlist. And by that, I mean one particular album. And by that, I mean the Hamilton soundtrack. Because that's a good one for nice long drives. And with that, I believe we are off our next step, Lyman. As I said, I need to double check. I got a text about some places along the way to stop at, and I want to make sure that those ones are ones that I did add. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I've got both of those in there. And I want a protein bar. I've got all my road snacks here. Keep me going until I stop for real food. Excellent. Map everything out, figure that out. Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much what we got going on today. Good start here at Rocky Mountain National, or Rocky Mountain Arsenal, I should say. Oh, wow, that's a bunch of starlings that just showed up. Okay, well, I'll go back in and edit that now. One moment. Yes, pretty good. We got a good long drive here for a while, and then I don't remember what I have marked. Is that like 6 more I think I just saw? Yeah, safe. I don't remember if there was a place there or if that was a stop for like all the reasons. I don't remember. Man, there's a lot of photographers out here on today with cameras doing that. That's cool. A lady right behind me has Canon 100 to 400, pretty sure. Same one I've got. Did not bring that one with me. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to get to driving then.